Now, Breakfast Daily, we have a conversation that we're going to embark on just shortly about the football demonstration that took place yesterday. Let's take a look at this report filed by Yao Ejimita. When we come back, we'll have a conversation with a few people.
Conveners of the Save Ghana Football demonstration and Ghana football sympathizers commenced the highly anticipated protest at the Obra Sport and walked through part of Accra before converging at the Independence Square. En route to the square, protesters were prevented from moving to the premises of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, sparking heated discussions between members of the protest and the Ghana Police Service. Speaking to the gathering, a convener of the demonstration, Sadiq Adams, listed items they won't change to save Ghana football.
Number one on our petition, we want the President of Ghana and the Parliament to institute an investigation into the World Cup 2022 Qatar. $100,000 appearance fee and kickbacks and the budget that was sent. We know a lot of infractions in there. AFCON 2023. We want the budget and the World Cup to be investigated. Those who took $100,000 must return the money into the coffers of football. We want the World Cup and the AFCON to be investigated. Number two, we want accountability. We want accountability. The Ghana FA is holding the national team on behalf of us. When they get sponsorship, they must make sure not only 127 people, every Ghanaian should know what they get. Every Ghanaian should know what they get with our national team. And we want accountability of our World Cup and AFCON sponsors. Number three, we want you to dissolve the management committee. We want the government to be sure. They want the interest of Ghana football. We want Omunya part of football. You can't bring your friends to come and take 100,000 and travel free. We don't want management committees for our national teams again. We have proposed what they need to do in the petition. Number four, we want to insist that the committee looking for the next Black Stars coach, they should disband it now.
Protest conveners proceeded to Parliament to submit the petition that was received by an entourage that included parliamentarians Frank Anodompre, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, and Governors Kwame Abuja.
So the arrangement is that we'll receive the petition for and on behalf of the Speaker of Parliament. And then, coincidentally, myself and the Whip has planned that today, the Minister of Youth and Sports is in the chamber and he's delivering a statement on AFCON. So you are also going to be admitted into the public gallery, and then you will listen to the debate and the flow. So we'll make sure this goes to the Speaker and not just presented it to the Speaker. There are other consequential actions that we are going to take, and we'll communicate duly. So let's not belabor the point. But what I want to say is that all of us here are concerned, and we are passionate about the happening, not just in football, sports generally, and what is turning out to be. So we are all concerned. Don't take it for granted.
Addressing the petition on the floor of Parliament, the Speaker, Alban Bagbin, called for a committee to probe the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
From the petitioners to the Committee on Youth and Sports as a lead document, and together with the statement made by the Minister for Youth and Sports, and what will be presented by the ranking member as the referral documents for a deeper consideration and interrogation of this matter as part of the national dialogue to come out with a better program for us to support football in our country so that we can recapture the lost glory. And as I stated earlier on, so that the black can shine brightest.
The speeches have been made, frustrations have been expressed, and a petition has been handed to the seat of Parliament. But what happens next will determine whether football in Ghana is indeed savable.
All right, so there you have it. The demonstration appears to have gone very well. No unfortunate incidents happening there, and they were able to present their petition to members of parliament. And as we heard there too, the members of parliament also promised that they would admit them to the public gallery to hear the proceedings as well. And we've been joined on the line by Veronica Comey. She is the convener for this demonstration and also a sports journalist. Veronica, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very well, thank you. Thank you for joining us this morning on Breakfast Daily.
Big pleasure.
All right.
All right, Veronica, I just have one question for you. You were actually a sports analyst, and I also saw Sadiq Adams somewhere in the video, and he's a sports journalist. Why do you think it was important for you two to come together to actually organize this demonstration, especially as a journalist and sports analyst?
We are football fans first, before our respective professions. I'm sure in terms of football, we are confident that it's the only thing that binds the nations together, all of us together. So, first of all, that is what it is. We are football fans. Again, you and I, the media, have the privilege of the microphone, have the privilege of the pen. It's a privilege that I know we do not take for granted, because we represent the voices, the voice of the masses. And for a lot of people asking that Ghana football must be retooled, there has to be an avenue. You will know that our recent performances have been a source of worry for the whole nation. And we thought, as we listen to people, as we put ourselves in their shoes, feeling the same disappointment and everything, it was important to have a rallying point. As journalists, we have spoken, we have written, we have said a lot of things in the past about why our football needs to change. The fact that the last 42 years we haven't won AFCON, and this problem is beyond just the current administration. And the fact that we need a national policy to address some of the problems that we see. So as long as we have the privilege to speak, to represent the masses and all, we thought that it is important that we rally people around so that our voices are heard as one. That is one thing that I would say encourage those of us conveners, mostly all of us are journalists, to take this step.
Yeah. Did you find that at the end of the day, what you were hoping to achieve was achieved?
Yes, we call it largely successful. I know there were a few times that people were quite frustrated because per the agreement with the police, we were supposed to utilize a certain particular route. In the end, it changed mid-walk. We were supposed to have a stop at the Ghana Football Association, the ministry, parliament, and present our petitions. It was only the presidency that we were not supposed to go with a group. But all of this, and it frustrated people. But it was a working day, Valentine's Day. People spent time together in days like that. But we were able to gather over 3,000 plus people, the young and the old, men and women. It showed that the passion of the nation maybe sometimes is a little underestimated in terms of the effect it has on people. So to be able to get people to work with us, to push one message that we should change a few things with Ghana football for us was a huge process. One turning point for us was when we were prevented from going to Parliament, and in the end, Parliament asked, because we had done engagement, and we were expecting us coming. Even when the leadership were at the chamber listening to the minister's budget or reports from AFCON and the House debating on it, the people that marched with us marched all the way, stay out there singing and chanting until we came. Because the reason I think that as a nation, as a people, we should take this quite seriously. Because for most of the time, people will run when it's raining, they are scared. But when it's drizzling, they think you won't get to it. So for people saying this is just a drizzle, if you are not careful, you are getting drowned. It was a message. You cannot take it for granted in any way or form.
Yeah.
Right.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Veronica. Unfortunately, we can't delve further into the conversation, but we hope to be able to talk to you at another time on what you hope would happen next beyond this point. But thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Big pleasure and have a good day.
All right,
Thank you,
have a good day
Veronica.
too. All right, so that was Veronica Komi. She is a sports journalist and one of the conveners of the Save Ghana football demonstration that took place. We'll be right back.